Alright, so I'm currently uploading the video of me eating noodles on YouTube, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna make a second video. Alright, let's first start with some shit that's around my room. A book about the subtle art of not giving a fuck. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson, international bestseller. Alright, another book by Mark Manson. Everything is fucked. Everything's fucked. Another international bestseller, and this one did even better. This one was a bestseller in 11 countries, I believe. Not sure if that's correct, but I know it was an international bestseller. So, yeah. Don't give a fuck and everything's fucked. Great wisdom by Mark Manson. I didn't even like those books that much. I thought they were kind of butchered. But honestly, this is what I'm talking about here. So, college. Let's talk about college. All right? I talk a lot of crap about college. And a lot of my friends don't like it. A lot of people who claim to be my friend, they don't like me talking shit about college. I dropped out of college. And you know who else thinks college is a bunch of crap? Elon Musk. Elon Musk thinks college is just a bunch of crap. He said, college is totally unnecessary. There's no need to get a degree at all, really. Look at Steve Jobs. Went to Reed College, dropped acid, became obsessed with Zen Buddhism, was thought to have some kind of weird supernatural control of the room that he was in. He would stare at people for long periods of time. He would pause while speaking like that for long periods of time, and it would make people very uncomfortable. And you know what else made people uncomfortable about Steve Jobs? I'm gonna use a little nicotine because this is one of the only things I got from this place, University of Denver. I'm still in the same outfit I was in, the same shirt that I was in when I made the video about the noodles. All right, this is the same day. Okay. So Steve Jobs did not shower for about 4 months at a time. He ate only fruits. Only fruits. That's it. He didn't wear shoes or socks. This is Steve fucking Jobs, perhaps the most successful entrepreneur. Fucking nicotine. Tired of that shit. It's very addictive. Don't do if you're not addicted to nicotine right now, don't do it, okay? Don't hit the nicotine devices. Anyway, unnecessary tangent. Steve Jobs. He didn't shower, didn't wear shoes, and believed all sorts of weird stuff about the world. Okay? But he was the most successful entrepreneur of all time. And let me just give you a little highlights of Steve Jobs. All right? 1976, he goes to Steve Wozniak, his childhood best friend, and says, we're starting a company. All right? They started Apple with $1,300 in his own garage. And he was about 21 years old, I think my age, maybe 22. By the age of 24, he was worth well over $1 million, closer to 10 million. By the age of 25, he was worth $100 million, Steve Jobs. And the whole time he says, I don't really care about the money. He didn't put furniture in his nice California house that he bought. No furniture, just the house, white walls and the house. He had a special room to trip acid in. Steve Jobs was insane. And I'll show you a little quote of mine, something that I actually like to admire sometimes. All right, so there's me. There's Steve Jobs. The ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. That's Steve Jobs. Talking about being crazy and changing the world and stuff like that. Very grandiose. And honestly, the doctors do not like grandiosity and ideas about changing the world. They will put you on 10 different medications. How do I know? Because that all happened to me. I was on 10 different meds. I went to 3 different psychological hospitals. Psychiatric, not psychological. Psychiatric hospitals. Excuse me, I'm not editing these, so I gotta get things right at least. I can't be making a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I went to 3 different psychiatric hospitals. Once, first time when I was in high school, I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to jump off the Victory Bridge, which crosses whatever the big body of water is in New Jersey when you're driving on the Parkway South and you go over the bridge, heading towards the beach. That area. There's a bridge right next to it, which actually I chose it because the fall is sometimes deadly and sometimes not. I wanted it to be like a coin flip. I wanted to be not sure if I would live or die. Leave it up to God almost. But anyway, besides the point. The second time I went was in Denver Health, about 4 weeks after I took acid and started just saying crazy shit in class. People were like, whoa, dude, you gotta go to the hospital, bro. Like, you gotta go to the hospital. My parents said the same thing. The most recent time I went to the hospital, I was just kind of up in the middle of the night and, saying totally weird shit. And, ended up at a hospital again for pretty much the same reasons. My parents were like, dude, you're not good. You gotta go to the hospital. And I went, and this time I was like, I don't really want meds, and I'm good. Like, if you have anything that's gonna help me sleep, that's fine, but I'm not taking any of these like bipolar antipsychotic stuff. Like, I don't need that, and I don't want that. And all their treatments, it's like putting ointment on a 10-inch knife gash. It doesn't work. Maybe it'll make you feel a little better for a little bit, but ultimately you didn't fix the real problem. So that stuff doesn't work. And college is a very silly tool to turn a man into a worker. So I don't really like it, and I don't believe men should be workers, and I don't really think that you need a job or a career or school or any of that. You kind of have everything you need at the moment you're born. All right, you can quote me on that. You have everything you need the moment you're born. You got your parents, you got, the ability to make friendships, the ability to use tools. You have your instincts, and your instincts are the most important thing in life. Your instincts. So that's my 8-minute rant for the night, and that's my video number 2. Just a stream of my consciousness. Have a good night. Sleep well. I know I won't.